Kyrie Irving shooting 4 of 17 with about 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. What have you seen from Kyrie tonight? We all know he's struggling. Why? Is it rust? Is it he forcing? What are you seeing from Kyrie where we're getting these numbers?
Well, I see Milwaukee closing on him when he gets into the paint. So he's missed a lot of makeable shots or shots he normally makes. I don't want to call them, there's still some difficult ones. So we've seen him have some of these shooting nights. But for me, a lot of it's his body language is not good. His hustle back on defense is not good. There's been time where he's been more focused on complaining than getting back. So he had a couple steals, I think, in the third quarter. But there wasn't, and he's been very good defensively this year, even, by his low standard.
Right, yeah.
Hustling, playing hard, diving for loose balls. We didn't see any of that in the first half. We saw a bit more in the third. So I'd like to see a player whose shot is way off to kind of pick it up in other areas, and we're not. And I think a lot of us, at least Celtics fans on Twitter, are a little miffed, especially that, all the bullshit with his comments and stuff. If he's going to kind of lash out at the media, then, bring your A game, buddy. And we're not seeing it.
So it feels logical to connect those two, right? Like I don't think that would be a stretch. I know some may want to not connect the two and just say, oh, well, it's first game back from the All-Star break. That's right where my brain goes. Like, is Kyrie forcing the action after he has taken somewhat of a beating, well-deserved beating, by the way, but somewhat of a beating over the last couple of days? And I agree with you 100% on the body language. The one that sticks out to me is he forced that three in the first half. It was like the right wing in transition. He thought he was going to get the contact. He didn't get the contact. He forces it up, like gliding to his right, doesn't get the call, turns to the official, starts walking back down the court. And then next thing you know, Milwaukee hits a three, I think in the corner. And it's like, that's such a massive swing that could have easily been controlled by hustling and being in the game. And it feels like his mind is elsewhere. And I think you could trace it back to everything. The bullshit, as you put it, is probably a good way of putting it. I think you can trace it back to that. I do.
Possibly. I don't know. He's hard to read, right? But
that's true.
I feel like once a few more jumpers go down, and then I think he's a player who will feed off of his offense, right? We see him. He tries to pick up the pace on offense. We were just commenting on, he'll be going through the legs really hard, trying to create some space. So he does have that energy there when he wants it. He's very frustrating in so many different areas. He's just very frustrating.